everyone, I'm Brandy Obvintseva with Botanaut, and today I've got some beautiful mums to play with, some very sunny sunflowers, and some gorgeous blue hydrangeas. And this is actually a piece of hand-blown glass, and then inside of it I'm going to put a little fishbowl, and we're going to create something kind of crazy and big and beautiful and bold. So I'm really, really excited to have you guys here today. And I actually do not know how this is going to come out, but I'm going to just play with it. I'm going to start. I decided that I wanted to use this bowl, and I almost waffled and changed my mind because I thought, oh man, this is going to be too hard. But I just decided, you know what, I'm going to make this work, which is a perfect segue into the topic that I want to discuss with you guys today, and that is just making things happen. Right now, I don't know if you're experiencing this, but with all of this new context, with all of the kind of new place we're at, trying to figure out, what's going to come down the pipeline, what are we going to do in the fall, all of these things, what does new normal look like? There's a lot of unknown, but I just feel this extreme creative energy just flowing everywhere. I see people pivoting. I see people coming up with new ideas. I'm plugged straight into that, just coming up with idea after idea after idea every day. My problem has never been coming up with ideas. It's making those things happen. And so today I was going to kind of tell you a few things that I do to ensure that my ideas don't just get lost. And especially when you're in this very creative space. The first thing I think that is so important is recognize if you have a challenge with this. So a lot of people are really good at just like getting stuff done. And usually most entrepreneurs, they kind of struggle with this. So, what ends up happening is you either get sad because you have something fabulous that's ready to be born and you don't have the time to do it, and it is sad, or you try to get things so perfect that you get into just kind of analysis paralysis. So I really encourage people to, and the other thing that happens is you can get distracted. So if you act on every single idea all the way to fruition, the sort of build it and they will come situation, you'll end up just chasing every shiny object. And when you spread yourself very thin, then you're not going to be able to have the resources in terms of money, time, sleep, all of those things to actually give any one particular idea the emphasis that it needs to grow, to actually become real. So I have really struggled with this since I was a kiddo, actually. And the thing that I think is really important is to surround yourself, if you are one of those folks, there are a couple things. Number one, surround yourself with people that will hold you accountable and that will push you forward. So I'm really lucky at Gallant. I have a brilliant team of people that take my ideas and hold me accountable, make sure that they actually grow, tell me very honestly if maybe it's not such a hot idea, because sometimes I get really excited about stuff and it's like, yeah, really, we need to focus on this instead. So surround yourself with people that you trust, that are not afraid to be honest with you, and that really have the get up and go to make things happen, and that love executing and helping bring ideas to fruition. So that's the main thing. Get a really great team to help you. And these can be your friends. I'm not saying, go hire a staff. I'm saying, just have an accountability buddy. And then the other thing that I think is important is know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And I'm sure everybody knows that old Kenny Rogers song, and I think that is one of the most important things that you can learn as a entrepreneur, period. You need to give yourself the gift of a specific amount of time to go down a rabbit hole. So say to yourself, I'm going to spend 1 hour on this particular idea three days a week for the next 3 weeks. So a very limited amount of time, and see how easy it is to move to the next step. So if you know you need to answer 5 questions to move forward in executing an idea, see how easy it is to answer question number 2 and then move on to question number 3 and question number 4. And if it is in fact easy, then that's a good validation. If it's easy for you, or if you're in flow, meaning you just are enjoying yourself so much as you're going through this discovery that you look up and 3 hours have passed. So give yourself that time and see how quickly it comes to fruition, and how ease-filled it happens to be. And then if it seems viable, then figure out what you need to say no to so that you can shift and provide the time resources or the money resources. Sometimes ideas, it takes money to make money. Figure out what that looks like and then move forward. So I think that that's important. Number one, have that really good team that can support you through this and know what they're up against. And number two, make sure you have kind of a stage gate process. So you have a means by which to actually validate your ideas quickly without spending too much time on them, because it can be disconcerting. Now, the other thing I do have to share with you, though, is that just because an idea is not good at a particular moment doesn't mean you should just throw it away. It's a great idea to just keep a notebook, keep things in the background, and then that way, whenever the time is right, it'll be recontextualized to just a whole new future. So anyway, that's what I have today, and I just think that this arrangement, which was super quick but very showy and big, I think it captures sometimes how I feel about a new idea. And it worked, y'all. It worked. This was so easy. I didn't know how this was going to stand up, but it very much worked. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again very, very soon.